Hey everybody, this is Ryan. Let's go over how to play Hotline Bling by Drake. It looks like this. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you. So we've got a lot of benefits to this. We are really working on our triads or our inversions. We're going to learn how to do some funk guitar stuff, and in a separate video we're going to go over the drumming that you can incorporate into the song. So let's get started with the inversions. So what inversions are is basically movable shapes on guitar, and there's many different kinds. This is an F chord that you may have learned in school before. And if you take just these notes that you're fretting here and you slide them up, now this is an F sharp, this is a G, that's an A flat, A, etc. It works for any inversion that you have. So this is a major shape that we're going to go over, and this is the minor shape that we're going to go over. So this would be F minor, this would be F sharp minor, G minor, A flat minor, so on. This is one way to play the inversions. Now, if you're going to play inversions this way, if you're able to, I would highly recommend that you try wrapping your thumb around the neck so that way you can mute these strings. And it was also very common for like Jimi Hendrix and other guitar players to actually grab the bass note so they could play chords like this. So that's another thing that you can do too. But if your guitar neck is big and or your fingers are too short, then you can try playing either the same inversions, but just be very particular about your right hand and only trying to play these strings and to mute the A string, stuff like that. Or you can also play these inversions too, which is very accessible. So the way that we'd play these inversions is you put your ring finger, this is like an F over C as an example, put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A, pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the D, middle finger, 2nd fret on the G, and pointer on the 1st fret of the B, and all the other strings are muted by you lightly touching them. And so this is an F, this is an F sharp, that's a G, so on. So to do the minor version, we do the same thing, except we're going to lower the 3rd. And this one's kind of like a bar chord. You have the 3rd fret, and then your first finger is barring across the G, B, and high E strings. And this bar chord is a lot easier to play than that thing, because now your first finger is only responsible for 3 strings. So this is F minor, F sharp minor, G minor, etc. And also, if you didn't even want to do the bar, you could take the bar off and just have your first finger responsible for this G string and mute the B and high E with your first finger and use your ring finger to lightly touch the low E right here. So now this is F minor, F sharp minor, G minor, and A flat minor. So these are all the different inversions that we are going to go over. Now let's look over what the inversions are in the tab. To start, we have, we're going to use this F major inversion shape. We're going to take this and we're going to slide it all the way up to our 8th fret right here. This is our B flat inversion, or B flat triad. And then the next chord that we're going to go over is we're going to freeze our fingers, slide over 1 fret, and then we're going to make this minor by putting the bar down here, and we're going to lift up the middle finger. And now this is our A minor inversion. This is also used in the song Stairway to Heaven. So we're basically going to go back and forth between this B flat and this A. Now I'm going to show you the other chords that are in this song. They only come up like once. So real quick, the other chords that are in the song that are also inversions, we have this A minor 7, which all you do is you take your first finger and you bar across the 5th fret right here. It just comes up once, and then you basically take this and you slide up 2 frets, and you want to try to not play that high E string by lifting up your finger very slightly to mute it, but even if it rings out, that's fine. You have this D inversion right here. This is like the same as like an A chord, but you just slid it up to the 7th fret here. So this is a really accessible way to play a D chord too. So those are all the different inversions. Now let's take a look at the strum pattern. It looks like this. So let's take just this B flat and let's practice the strum very slowly, maybe like about that fast. Here we go. Down, up, 3 and 4, up, 2 and 3, and again, down, up, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and one more time. Down, up, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. On that and of 1, you'll see that the U is in parentheses. Sometimes they play that and other times they don't in the recording. So it's up to you if you want to play it or not. So now that we've got the strum pattern down, let's practice going from this B flat to this A minor. And let's not do the strum pattern just yet. Let's just practice going between those very smoothly. About the same tempo. 1, 2, about that fast. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 to A minor. Back to B flat. Back to A minor. Let's do this one more time. If your fingers hurt because they're barring, that's totally understandable. Feel free to take a break at any time. And in fact, we're going to take a break right now. So now let's try taking the B flat and the A minor and let's put them together with the strum pattern, like about this. About that fast. Here we go. Down, up, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and to A minor. Down, up, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and back to B flat. 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 2 and 3 and A minor. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this was how to play the inversions for Hotline Bling by Drake. I will see you all in the practice video.